Hey everyone, this is the review of Cardiff 0, Newcastle 0. It doesn't sound very glamorous when we say that, but we'll be running you through it. There's a few incidents which I'm going to get Kyle's thoughts with for the moment, but we'll begin with the lineups, Kyle. There was some talk that Rondon might come in for Hostler. We know last night Yedlin was out injured, so we knew you would think it would be Mankiw, but any surprises for you?
Not really, no. I was expecting Rafa to keep the same lineup because Joselu played really well last week against Spurs, and Mankiw, as much as I wanted Sterry to start and give the young lad a chance, but you just know for a fact there was going to be Mankiw in the lineup. Yeah,
I went for experience, didn't he? I think Hostler probably, ironically, he didn't play well, deserves his starting place, but that first half was pretty scrappy and we went into half time. I know we had the two chances, but yeah. Craig Pawson, with the signs were there, weren't they? Were you flashing?
The referee was a bit dodgy, I think. Every time a Cardiff player went down, and obviously the pressure from the atmosphere and things like that from the fans, the Cardiff fans, he just gave decisions stupidly in the other direction. We didn't really get much bar the penalty, which was blatant towards the end, but yeah, the referee made some very dodgy decisions, I thought.
So going into half time, you think this is a 1-0 at this? Whoever scores the next goal is going to win the game. Obviously we know easy to say in hindsight it didn't happen, but the second half was pretty much full of incident. We've seen Mankiw come off because he was injured, and then Hayden come on. What's he doing?
I think his head's gone myself. I think with all the transfer turmoil and the somehow from wanting to go down south for personal reasons and things like that, I just think it's went to his head. I think his head's gone. Even Shelby was telling him about 10 minutes before he got sent off, keep your head in it, and he goes through the back of the Cardiff lad, and rightly so, deserves to be sent off. Went straight through the back of him. Mind, I will say Pawson's decision again. Harry Arter 5 minutes later made exactly the same challenge on I think it was Perez, I think it was, yeah. And that should have been a red, straight red, same tackle, should have been off, but consistency of the referee was just ridiculous in my opinion. It was
really poor. I know that didn't affect the result, but it didn't help. We could have nicked it, who knows, and Cardiff were going long, we missed a couple of chances. Cardiff think it's 2 points dropped, and if I was a home side I would agree it's 2 points dropped against 10 men, but we're seeing it right towards the end. Newcastle was starting to come in, and we looked, funny enough, a bit better going down to 10 men, and we're starting to have a lot more of the ball, and we had the Shelby, well before it was Shelby would take the free kick, yeah. Which is questionable. Why wasn't Shelby taking it? Was Kennedy, but then the penalty came, and you seen Kennedy step up. What your initial thoughts? Because we were all like, come on, like that, and then it was like, oh.
To be fair play to him. Even though he's a young lad, not many people would have took the penalty on. You see a lot of people ducking the penalty in that, but the way I look at it, he'll learn from it and he'll grow as a player from it. So I think we'll see a better Kennedy in the coming weeks from it.
When we played Burnley last year and Hostler missed that penalty, he got so much stick. I think it's important. Look, everybody misses penalties. Lionel Messi misses penalties. Ronaldo misses penalties. It's going to happen. Let's not get on his back, because at the end of the day he will win us more points than he'll actually lose us as well. I'm going to pop over now and we'll hear from Rafa.
I think it was a difficult game. We knew that was difficult. We have some problems in the right full back position, and then we have Mankiw injured. We have to put Hayden and was sent off. So too many things that were against, and in the end we had the penalty and we could get 3 points.
Was Kennedy actually the designated penalty taker for you?
Yeah.
There seemed to be some conversations there as to who was going to take it.
No, the designated was Richie. He was not on the pitch. The second one was Kennedy.
Any complaints, Rafa, about the red card in the second half?
I will not talk about the referee.
Well, I'll just put another one to you. Kennedy, who took the penalty in the end, was also involved in a first half incident involving Camisera. We clearly saw him kick out at him. Did you see it? And if so, is he fortunate to have stayed on the pitch?
Not really, but I saw a lot of things, so that is the reason why I don't want to talk about the referee.
Well, on the other side of things, we saw a challenge by Harry Arter. He received a yellow card for it. Perhaps you felt it should have been more.
I want to talk about the referee.
So I didn't actually pop over to say Rafa, but I think you know what I meant. The league table, let's bring it up. It's early days. Obviously this game's been played after us as well. We're off the mark in that bottom half of the table. We're not expected to go down. I know we've got a couple of tough run-ins the next few games against big sides. Low of averages would state you might pick up a point down there, but it's at start. We knew that the start was tough, wasn't it?
To be fair though, we've got a couple of them at home. So last season at home, the atmosphere gets behind the players very well against the big six. So let's get at them early. As far as I'm concerned, we were great against them last year, so why can't we be great again?
So this is the first time we've been down. I'm sorry because I'm disappointed. The first time we've been down here, we've got to give credit to Cardiff. I think their home support was absolutely rocking, phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the best away ground I've been to in terms of atmosphere. Yeah, definitely. They were fantastic. They were rocking all game, and obviously Newcastle when the cup turn up away, the atmosphere is always good and anyway from our end. But testament to them, to be honest, they were great. I think if Cardiff are going to stay in this division, they need to make this place a fortress, and with an atmosphere like that, they've got no problem with doing that. A lot of teams will come here and feel that atmosphere because
they'll stay up.
If they have atmospheres like that, there'll be a lot of teams that'll be shaken by that.
Because
there was times where they were going and it felt intimidating to be an away support and things like that. So you can't imagine how intimidating it must have been for a player with all them on top of you. Like the Cardiff City lad says in his fan cam, he said that the attendances weren't there last season in the Championship, but they've came back. And if they keep it going like that and make it a fortress up here, well, in Wales, then there's no reason why they can't stay up.
Oh, why not? Why not? So Kyle was dancing there, as you can see. I've been moving along to him all the time. We're going to head off a long drive. Thanks to 40, who's obviously the cameraman as well. Watch what he's doing. He's giving it a yes. Thanks. Ta-ra. Bye bye.